Hello guys, and welcome to my first Java tutorial. And in this tutorial we're going to learn how to make a 2D RPG game from scratch, no engines or anything, no libraries. Please excuse the bad quality, this is my first tutorial, so yeah, and I might even make this 2-player, and you need no previous experience. I will explain everything. I will try to go through everything at least twice. Make sure you understand it. If you don't, always remember you can leave a comment and I will do my best to answer. Anyways, let's get started. Let's go to File, New, Java Project, and let's call this RPG game. Let's use Java 7, because I don't like using Java 8. And you can just hit finish. So let that load up. Right. So once you have this folder made, it'll show up here, and it has 2 folders inside of it: source and JRE system library. You don't have to worry about this. This just makes all your Java coding possible, but it's not really important. We won't be using it at all. So you've got to right-click your source, go to New, and we're going to make a new class. Now, up here, where it says Package, we're going to type in com.epicgamesdev.main. So you don't really have to worry about this package. Here you can put anything you want. You can put like net dot and then whatever you want to put. This is just kind of common Java practices, so it's just what most people do. Don't have to do it, but I recommend it. So anyways, then now for your name, let's name this class display and hit finish down here. So now that we have this class created, let's let it finish loading. We gotta set up a few variables. So the first one is going to be private JFrame frame, and I'll explain JFrame in a second. Just let me finish another thing, and then another thing that we have to import is private canvas. Import the canvas. So pretty much what this canvas is it's like the piece of paper that you write on. So in our game, of course, we're gonna want to have stuff on our screen, and all that the canvas really does is gives you something to write on. So with a pen, let's say for example in the real world with a pencil, you don't really want to write on your table or something. You want to write on a piece of paper. This is pretty much what that is. It's that piece of paper. And the frame is pretty much the place where you put the canvas. I hope that makes sense. Not, you can ask me in the comments for more info. Anyways, next we gotta make private string title. This title is gonna be the name of our game. It's the thing that comes up here. So like this is Java RPG game and then a bunch of other stuff. So that's pretty much what this is going to be. So we have that, and then we got to do 2 more. Private int width and height. I'm guessing you know what that is, and I won't have to explain it. But if you don't, all it really is the width and the height of the screen that you want. That's all that really does. So next, we want to make a constructor. So for the constructor, what we want to do is we want to type public display, or whatever the name of your class is, And then in here, for the parameters, we want to put string title, int width, and int height. So what this piece of code does here is, in another class, if I want to open up a display, all I have to do is I have to go like this, display, and then like that, and then in here you gotta put the title that you want. So that's a string. So like let's say, hi, I'm an application, something like that, and then the width, and then the height. So that's all you really have to do, and it would make a new display. So I hope you get that. And these parameters here, all they really do is they set, what we're going to do is we're going to set these equal to this, so then you can use these inside this class. I hope you understand that. So what we have to do is we have to go this dot title, and this dot title refers to this one right here, this class's title is equals title, and this the other title here refers to this. So we have to do that for the width and the height too. This dot width equals width, and this dot height equals height. So now that we have that done, we can move on. One last thing we have to do in here is call a method called create display. We haven't made this yet, and there's nothing in Java called create display. All this is pretty much going to do, and we're going to create it in a second, is create the actual display with the width and the height and the title. So let's make that now. Private void create display, and this is going to take no parameters, and here you got to make our frame. So frame equals new JFrame, and this is where we put in our title right here. This, you don't need it, but we're going to put it in here. So title, we've got the title done. So next we got to do frame dot set size. I'm pretty sure you know what this is, where this is going. And for the first argument, we're going to put width, we're going to put height. So that's done, and then we got to do frame. I'll explain this in a second. Frame dot set default close operation to JFrame dot exit. Oh, gotta do it in capitals. Exit on close. So what this pretty much does is it makes sure that when you press the X button at the top of the window, it closes it. Because if you don't do that, then you can't close the application, and that's never good. So next, we gotta do frame dot set resizable. Set resizable. We gotta set this to false because we don't want the player resizing the screen, because that would just mess everything up. And then we gotta do frame dot set location relative to, and you can just leave this as null, it's not really that important. And then frame dot set visible to true, because we want the player to be able to actually see this frame, right? Okay, so now that we have that done, we got to set up our canvas. And as you remember, the canvas is a place that we're going to be drawing everything. So for this, all we got to do is canvas equals new canvas, and then open, and then in here you gotta type our actual canvas, which is canvas. I think, is that right? No, gotta erase this here. Sorry. Okay, so let me just quickly make sure you can see the rest of the code. There we go. That should be good. All right. So now we gotta do canvas dot set preferred size. We're gonna set this equal to a leg. We gotta set this equal to a new dimension, and in here we gotta put width and height. This just makes a new size and sets that equal to the width of our. So this pretty much just sets our canvas to the full size of our frame. Because if we had it to like 100 by 100, we'd only be able to paint like only a part of our screen. We don't want that. So now we have to copy this 3 times, and for the second time, set maximum. Set maximum size, and set minimum size. And you can just leave the rest of that the same. Oh, I spelled that wrong, didn't I? Yep. Okay. So now all we have to do is we have to go frame dot add, and we gotta add the canvas to the frame. Oh. So we gotta add our canvas to the frame. Pretty sure that's self-explanatory. And then frame dot pack. So all this really does, this frame dot pack down here, is it makes a frame as small as possible. But that's not much smaller because the canvas is now part of the actual frame. So it's always going to be equal to this. So this just kind of, I don't really know what it does. It just kind of helps. Anyways, so then the last thing we have to do for this code is we have to go public canvas get canvas. So this, we might have to use this for later. It's not really important now. Don't really have to know what it does. But you just have to return canvas. So now we have our window done. So in the next video we will work on actually opening this. So see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and remember to like this video.